Hello everyone, thanks for joining us today. I'm your host, Dennis Mattern. I'm here today with Paul Girofoli, Vice President and Head of NMO Sales at National Western Life. Paul, great to have you here today.
Dennis, thank you for letting me be here. I'm looking forward to a dynamic discussion.
Well, thank you, sir. Now, let's just cut right to the chase because we've got some exciting things to talk about, and that's the Dynamic series. So dive right in. Tell us about that Dynamic.
Indeed. We like to say it's everything you want in a fixed index annuity and nothing that you don't. Really dynamic, and it's designed to adapt to the changing circumstances of the everyday client. So we think it's going to be a great win for producers and for consumers.
Excellent. So what makes the Dynamic so dynamic?
Well, it's got the features that National Western Life has become known for, liquidity, other features, uncapped indexing, but in contrast to some of the other products we have, it's in a shorter duration format, 7 and 10 years. You know, a lot of the features that have been so compelling in our portfolio are in products that are 13 or 15 years long, and as the industry evolves, as the regulatory environment changes, it's hard to get those products approved and available to the mass market. So we took those features and put them in a shorter duration package and preserved those great features.
Well, that's a great segue. So where does this product fit? What type of producer is going to be using this product?
Well, if you have an insurance license, we think it fits, quite frankly. But because of the shorter duration, we believe it's going to really work well in the financial institution channel, the RIA channel, and the independent advisor channel. The products are 0550 compliant, so if members of your audience understand what that is, then these products fit that definition. It will fit in states where there's 70-10 regulations, 10-10 regulations. So we expect to have broad availability across all of the United States.
Okay, excellent. So, well, let me ask you this question, because there's a lot of products out there in the market space. Why does the market need this product now?
Well, we think that it needs this product now because there's been really a stagnancy in product development over the past year. I think part of that is because the DOL has kind of paralyzed some carriers as well. But also, we think that the trend in product development has been more towards providing features for fees. And if you want those fees, or if you want those features, I don't think people want fees, but if you want those features, well, maybe paying the fee makes sense. But what we've done is the exact opposite of that, which is provide tons of features without a fee, or at least without an immediate fee. In essence, you only pay for what you really want when you use it, and we think that's very unique.
How does the Dynamic series fit in with the rest of the portfolio of National Western?
Well, we think it continues our reputation, our history for innovation in a shorter duration package. So we did touch upon that a little bit. So we have some of the things like a cumulative withdrawal, policy loan, medical stay waiver, but in 10 and 7 year duration products. And we think that is a real unique complement to what we have. So we think much like that famous ice cream store that has 26 flavors, we think we're going to have multiple flavors in terms of retirement protection products.
Let's run through a couple specs then here. So I'm going to rapid fire some questions. You just throw out some answers here. When it comes to rating National Western Life, A-rated, A for awesome, as we like to say. A-rated with S&P and A-rated with AM Best. And interestingly enough, we have one of the highest alert scores. Now, not everybody is familiar with the alert score. It's kind of an up-and-coming evaluation of insurance companies. But whenever you have the top rating, I'm going to promote it. So particularly in the institution channel, banks and broker-dealers, that alert score is really, really important. And we have one of the highest in the business. Okay, excellent. So on the product, issue ages. How long are we issuing here?
Yeah, that's another neat thing that I think the industry has moved away from. This product is issuable up to age 90. And by the way, much like all our other products in National Western Life, there's no minimum issue age either. So we can issue all the way up to age 90. The trend, Dennis, has been towards products that went up to 85 now go to 80. A lot of times, even in some other product sets, you lose features beginning at age 75. So you get the full meal deal whether you're 50, 60, 70, 80, or even 90 years old with these products.
Well, let's swing over and talk about accumulation. What do we have for crediting methods?
Well, we have a really great variety of crediting methods. Our traditional ones, we have a fixed rate, of course. We have the monthly averaging with no cap based on the S&P 500 alone. We have a monthly point-to-point. on the S&P 500 alone. And then we've added a really unique index, the S&P 500 Daily Risk Control. It's our first entry into the volatility controlled index environment. And this is an uncapped index as well. So within this portfolio of interest allocation choices, there's at least 2 uncapped index choices within the range of choices for indexing.
And in a traditional fixed account as well?
Absolutely.
Okay. And then lastly, the last question for you, product terms, which is which? How long are we going here?
So we have 2 products in this product series. We say, why be dull when you can be dynamic? So the dynamic series has Core Dynamic, and that is the 7-year version of the product. It has the Pro Dynamic, which is the 10-year version of the product. And as of this taping, it's available just about everywhere that National Western Life does business. And we expect by the end of the year, beginning into 2018, it'll be everywhere that we do business, one version or the other or both.
Well, one thing I forgot to ask you. So I asked about accumulation. Tell me a little bit about income.
This is really great. It has our 2 leading income riders available as an option, our Income Outlook rider and our Income Outlook Plus 5 rider, which adds a 5% premium bonus in all elements of the contract. But those riders come with the fee. And so we built in another feature, which is a fee-free or fee-deferred income rider. It's called the Dynamic Income Rider, and what that does is it is going to be based on the account value only. There is no roll-up account, there's no secondary account. But by doing that, there's no fee while accumulation takes place. What you then do is only pay for the longevity element of an income rider. In my opinion, really the value of income riders is not the roll-up, not the rate of withdrawal, but it is the longevity element where you can take a sum of money or a value and never exhaust it, have a paycheck for life by way of taking the income rider. Now, when you do that, when you trigger that income rider, Dennis, that's when you start to pay a fee. So if you never use the income under the dynamic income rider, you never pay a fee. And we think that's really important. That's part of the definition of dynamic because it's adaptable. Many people have income riders, many people are sold income riders, but not everybody triggers it. And statistically, only a fraction of those that own annuities with income riders actually triggered the income rider. So does it make sense to pay for that income rider while you're during that accumulation phase if you never use it? So with this rider, you only pay for that longevity feature and only when you use it.
Well, truly a dynamic product. So the $1 million question then, when can I start selling this?
Right now. It's available right now. Our official launch date is November 10th. That'll be up and running. It's approved, like I said, in many states, and we expect going into 2018 approved just about everywhere we do business.
Excellent. All right, that's our time for today. Thanks for joining us. For more information on the Dynamic series from National Western Life, reach out to your marketing consultant.